Hey everybody, it's your girl Pajama Life. And today is a battle of Disney animation with Wish and the Bad Batch. Let's get started. It's for the Wish upon a Star or the Bad Batch. We're gonna do a analysis of both. But I couldn't do it without my two guys right here. David, say hey to the people.
Hey, everybody. Great to be with you on this Saturday night. Looking forward to talking to you about what Uncle Walt has given us.
All right. And the guy who's the expert in all things Marvel and Tolkien. Say hey to Patrick.
Say hey to Patrick. Hey, Patrick. Yeah. Anyway, great to be here. We're going to have some good stuff to talk about tonight. Can't wait to get into it.
All right. Well, let's start off with Disney's Wish.
Imagine a place where your heart's desire can become a reality. All you have to do is give your wish to me.
I wish. Last night, I made a wish on a star. And the star answered.
I believe I have just been threatened.
Who would dare threaten you?
I have no response to that.
There is a traitor amongst us. Find Asha.
It's a dead end.
With unsanded mahogany.
Oh, good find, Valentino.
My butt found it.
David, what did you think of Wish?
I really enjoyed it. I loved the fact this cast, the voice actors are tremendous. One of my favorites, Alan Tudyk, Hoban Wash, the guy, the robot from Rogue One and the Will Smith movie. My memory's escaping me on some things. Should have done some better prep work. But it was cute. I love to see anything Alan's in or anyone from that Firefly show I want to watch. So I would have jumped on this anyway. It was cute. It was fun. Maybe a little bit, kind of like standard formula from Disney. I didn't think it was like the best thing ever, but it was a cute little movie. If I had a little kid that I was wanting to shut up for a couple of, maybe 90 minutes or whatever and have to be able to do something fun, I'd stick them in front of it safely and go do something enjoyable.
All right. And Patrick, what did you think?
Well, I got to tell you, it was fine. What started out with that, it was fine. It wasn't bad, but the thing was, I had seen. It's funny how Disney wants to recommend things right after you do one thing. You should watch this because you watch this, and I left the room for a few minutes, and my wife had started up Encanto, and so good compared. I mean, it really made Wish look pretty weak comparatively, and I think back to Coco. I mean, there's been so many really good movies from them that were musicals and animated that this one did not hit on all cylinders. It wasn't bad, and it was really some cute Easter eggs there for people that watched a lot of Disney stuff. Yeah. You saw some. It almost felt like a prequel to a movie, which I won't tell you which one I thought it was a prequel to, but you could see some definite lead-ins to maybe something further in the future. There's a couple of further in the future things. I mean, there was a lot of little winks to everybody that had watched a lot of these things, but at the same time, I didn't have any real emotional response to it. Like with Coco you did, Encanto you did, and this one just as a result just felt kind of pale comparatively.
Well, I thought I've watched it a couple of times because I wanted to give it a fair shake. And you're right, it is a decent Disney movie, and the kids will enjoy it. But I don't think it got a lot of promotion like most Disney movies get. And it was, since this is Disney's 100th anniversary, I think it was also kind of a callback to all the Disney great movies of the past. You had Jungle Book in there, and you had
Cinderella,
Bambi.
Snow White.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little Snow White. So I thought that was really cute, and I thought that the premise of the story is if you watch at the very, very, very end, you'll get kind of, and it was like, oh, that's what the movie is about. You have to watch go through the credits and watch the last little scene, and I thought that was very sweet. So it is very sweet. Ariana DeBose does a lovely job. There are a couple of really good songs in there, but not the great Disney songs of like Diane Warren or the Hamilton guy who did a lot of the songs.
Lin-Manuel, yeah, Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
There we go.
So
I knew there was a third name.
Yeah. But it is a very traditional story. Although white dudes aren't faring very well in Disney these days, I have to say. But you need a villain, and Chris Pine was mwah. He was a great villain, great hair, great goatee.
And great singing. He sang really well too, I have to say.
Yeah,
he
definitely has chops. He really does. I mean, what's kind of weird for me is he looked better in the animation than he does in real life right now. So I don't know, Chris.
Hard to believe that, but okay.
Tighten up the hair, tighten up the beard. Come on, man. But it was very a very traditional Disney movie and themes that really kind of, it will resonate with kids all over the world. So hopefully go and see it. Take your kids, or watch it with your kids on Disney Plus. They'll love it. They'll want to sing the songs 15,000 times. As kids do with Disney. And it's nice to see a multicultural cast as well. So check out Disney's Wish. Okay, some reason we are a duo and not a trio. Hopefully David will come back so that we will now check out The Bad Batch. Oh, what's happening to this? Well, maybe.
Come with me.
Where are you taking me?
The vault.
Tantus isn't a place I ever wanted to go back to.
Sure past the perimeter. They've got guards, sensors, and scouts.
Huh. Give us a real challenge.
Oh, please. You're not going to kill me.
Not yet.
Yo, Pat, what did you think?
Well, this series continues to deliver. I mean, it's really well done. I mean, the characters are well drawn. I mean, as far as not just drawn, but they're well created. Everybody's got their things going on. And if you've been watching the first couple seasons like we have, you begin to really become invested in these characters, and you see their little quirks and foibles and stuff. Delightful. I continue to just enjoy this a lot. I'm going to be really sad when it ends, but I do see them pushing towards an end game, and I'm hoping that they decide to have a happy end game as opposed to a more operatic type of end game because they're not afraid to kill people off. There's been a couple that went by the wayside throughout the entire series. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I do enjoy it a lot, and like I said, I do think that Dave Filoni has got a really firm hand with the Star Wars stuff. He knows what he's doing. The Marvel stuff, sometimes we got to question some of his choices, but I mean, I am really happy with what he's done Star Wars wise, except for letting J.J. Abrams direct the sequel trilogy. That was terrible.
Oh, whatever. But I think this was a really good episode, and we've only got 3. That's what I was just doing to check and see how many episodes were left. There are 3 more episodes left. So, usually that 3rd arc, they really like ramp it up. And so I don't know if it will be a happy ending. That's what worries me about this is I don't really know how it can be because you're entering into something very dark.
And you know where it goes. And you know what happens after. I mean, you do because we've watched the movie.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, can this even be a happy ending? And you know me, I'm not much for these sad, deconstructed endings on stuff. I'm a happy ending girl, or at least some kind of new hope. But I think that it'll be interesting to see because it also is all like a huge puzzle to like fit all these pieces of these stories together around the movies and the universe they created around the movies. So they really have to have a long range kind of cycle for that. So I'm really hoping that it also connects with the movies and the other shows. And so you have this massive, long story arc that, fills in. There he is, our guy. Well, I'm going to let him speak. David, we're talking about the Bad Batch.
Oh, buddy. Well, I tell you what. I am blown away. I got back in, had some technical difficulties here. The force was not with me, but we rigmarolled things back and got the hydro spanner going. And loving the show, season 3, best thing of the Bad Batch so far. I'm really pleased with how they're bringing back characters that I thought had just been like discarded for weird reasons. I love getting Admiral Rampart back. And now you've got Omega seeing these cute little kids that broke our hearts, these abducted alien kids that's broke our hearts, these younglings last week. Really enjoying it. I think this is the best season so far. Last week's episodes were probably a little bit better than this week's, but nonetheless, we're going to a really strong conclusion of this series. Hope we get some more Star Wars animated things in the future, maybe some things similar to the video games like Star Wars Outlaw, which has got a massive, great preview as a video game. But Bad Batch, good this week. That's my call.
Yeah. And okay, so here's the question. In the battle between Disney Animation, which is better, Wish or the Bad Batch? I'm going to say I'm going to give Wish a chance. I'm going to give it to Wish because it does build on traditional Disney stories. David, what do you think?
Well, I think and this customized elderly Mos Eisley citizen, he and I are going to go with the Bad Batch. I'm sticking with Star Wars. No surprise here. Although, again, Wish I did enjoy. Again, I liked it, but I'm going to go with the Bad Batch. Sorry,
Patrick,
Alan.
what's your thought?
Well, obviously, I'm gonna go with David on this one. I like the Bad Batch by a lot more. I mean, Wish was okay. It just it felt kind of dialed in. They phoned it in. I mean, the songs were not. I mean, by comparison, it did not meet my expectations. Where the Bad Batch totally exceeded them. So, Bad Batch.
Okay, very fair, very fair. So definitely it is a winner on both fronts, I think. I think they're different audiences, but something the whole family can enjoy with these stories. So one builds on one universe and the other builds on the Disney magic universe. So definitely check out Disney's animation. I don't think you'll be disappointed. All right. So next week we will come back with the next episode of The Bad Batch. We're also going to check out this just out on video, Argylle on Apple TV Plus, and it's here, Rebel Moon Part 2. I think it's Part 2, Scar Giver. He's making a figure of it already. All right. Yep. So come back next week, and if you like us, give us a like and comment below what your thoughts are about Wish or The Bad Batch. And Patrick, hey, you got some final words for us?
Not much. I mean, just keep like I keep saying every week, go to the movies, make sure these people are making enough money to keep making great content like they do, because most of the stuff, we do see stuff that comes straight to video, but we do see a lot of stuff that started in a movie theater. So make sure you go out there and support your local theaters.
All right, David, you got some final words for us?
Just a closing thanks to say thank you so much for joining us this week. And in between this episode and the next, enjoy every season. We're in spring right now, so if you don't need an allergic pill or a mask or something, stop and smell the flowers and enjoy this springtime.
And plant some flowers and herbs for the bees out there so that we can all survive. But also, I hope you got a chance to check out my video of the eclipse. It was glorious. I hope you were able to see it with your glasses or your cereal box with poke holes.
Or your welding hood.
Or welding hood, like our guy over here. So, if you like the cosmos, check out one of our trailers we're about to do. Doctor Who is coming up soon, and we will see you next week. Take care. Bye.